Welcome back, squad, to another video on cryptocurrencies, and today we are going to review the Gods Unchained closed beta. So now we have access to the full gameplay, and if you aren't already aware of what Gods Unchained is, please click the marker right up here and you'll be able to watch a video which explains everything about Gods Unchained prior to the beta. Without further ado, let's dive in. Alright guys, now here we are within the Gods Unchained platform, and we are welcomed to the beta. Now, right off the bat, you can see you are able to purchase packs through the platform, and if you're new to collectible card games, there's an article on that, and if you're new to Gods Unchained, there's another article on that, along with the updated news. So you're always on top of things. Now, immediately to your top right, you can select your profile icon within the closed beta. I chose this Colossus dude because he looks fresh. Alright, so now the next thing that you can click on is the cards tab, and any player, regardless of whether you purchase card packs or not, you have access to the War Starter deck, the Light Starter deck, the Nature Starter deck, and the Magic Starter deck. You can also create your own deck with the default set of cards that are implemented in the game. Now, one of the decks that I've created, as you can see here, is called the TRG Hater Slayer, and we'll go over that at another time. Now, the other thing that you can view is the collection, so you can view all of the cards that are currently within game. All right there. Good to go. Now, let's dive into the lore a little bit. So first off, you have Ethereum, the God of Light, and every god that you select has a set of specific powers that you can use when you are in game. So choosing your god can change the way the game is going to be played drastically. Alright? So we have Therial, the god of light, Melissus, goddess of death, Oros, god of war, Aeona, goddess of nature, Illyrian, god of magic, and Ludia, goddess of deception. Now, I did notice that when you do try to create a new deck, you do not have access to Melissus or Ludia, and that is because they're still being implemented just like a lot of cards are still being implemented. After all, this is the closed beta. So more features are coming, that's been guaranteed. So let's dive into some gameplay. So here we are, we have access to the multiplayer and the single player option, and if we're versing AI, we can select actually which deck we're going to be fighting. So we're just going to verse the God of War in the single player option here. Alright, so now right off the bat, we get to see a few things. First of all, we have our god, which is Therial, and then over here we have the God of War. Now, the other icon that we see here, it says 30, that is our god's HP. Once our god's HP is depleted to 0, the game is effectively over. Now, if we're able to deplete his life force, then we win the match. Now, right off the bat, we can choose 3 different god powers. We have Heaven's Light, give +2 health to all friendly creatures. And then we have heal 2 to a target. And Equinox, set attack and health to 2 for all creatures. So here we go. I'm going to select Heaven's Light, and we'll click confirm, and then we get 3 cards, and we can select any number of cards to replace from the top of the deck. So if we don't like any of these cards, we can immediately get rid of them. So I know that I start out with only 1 mana, and up here is the mana cost of the card. So I will not start with 8 mana, therefore I do not need this card. So I'm going to get rid of him, and I'm going to shuffle him back. The other features that we have for the cards is their attack, which is this yellow marker number here, and then this green marker over here is the card's life force. So as you can see, Blackguard is very powerful. He does 12 damage per hit, and he has 10 health, but at the cost of 8 mana to summon him to the field. So we're going to shuffle him back in and see what we get. Now it's our turn, and we have 1 mana. So we need a card that has a cost of 1. So right off the bat, we can summon Battle Bard. and he gives a friendly Viking +2/+1. So +2 attack, +1 health. Since we have no other Vikings, that effect is pretty much useless. But we want something on the field to defend our god, so we don't just get attacked immediately thereafter. So with that said, we will end our turn. Let's see how they play. Bag of Tricks, okay, so had nothing really to do. Now you can see our mana, which is right up here. So if I just move this over, you can immediately see that we have 2 mana here. And then this bar here is our time. So once this bar starts filling up and gets to the end, we are out of time and our turn is over. Alright? Now, let's select who we're going to place next. So we have 2 mana, so we're going to place the Viking War Maiden. And the immediate roar effect of Viking War Maiden is that she summons a 1/1 Battle Thrall, as you can see here. Alright, so now at this point we can use our Battle Bard and we can attack the enemy's god. So now they have 28 life force. And now we're going to click here and end our turn. Now it's the enemy's turn. They've summoned a Hoplite, which has Frontline. And what Frontline means is that our team has to attack that enemy regardless of how many enemies are on their team. Alright? So we have 3 mana now. As you can see, there's a pattern. We increase mana per turn. And we're going to use our Viking War Maiden, actually, our Battle Bard, because he does 2 damage, and the life force of the Hoplite is 2. So it should immediately kill him with 1 hit. We've killed the enemy, and we've done damage to ourselves because we had a weaker monster. So now we'll use the Viking War Maiden to do 3 damage to the god. And we'll use our Battle Thrall to do 1 damage to the enemy god. And now we have 3 mana. We can't really do anything except for use our god's power to heal our creatures. So we gave them both 2 HP and we'll end our turn. Time is running short. So that's our timer. This way you know that players can't take forever on a turn. I'm pretty thankful that that's actually there. That's an awesome mechanism. It'd kind of be really tough if that wasn't in place. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to summon a Strix Hunter, which has the ability of Twin Strike. And what that means is this enemy can attack twice. But as soon as you summon a creature, it cannot attack that same turn that you summoned it. So we're going to use our creature to kill them off and use our Viking War Maiden again to attack the enemy god. So 23 HP. Alright, now we're out of energy, as you can see here. 0 out of 4, and we'll end our turn. So here we go. What's their plan? They summoned a Viking War Maiden just like us, and they summoned another player, a Foolhardy Berserker. Whenever this creature deals damage, give a random other friendly Viking +2/+0. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is use our Battle Thrall to kill their Battle Thrall. Then we can use our Strix Hunter to attack the Maiden. There we go, and we can do it 1 more time. So 1 HP left. Now we can summon another monster here. So let's see, what do we got? We got Frontline Roar, summon 2 hyenas. Let's do it. Boom, boom. So as you can see, we've amassed a pretty strong fighting force here. So we're just going to finish off this last guy. And our Viking War Maiden dies from the encounter. And now we are fresh out of mana, and we'll end our turn. Whew. He is summoning a lot here. So he summoned 2 creatures, and they're both attacking quite a bit. And the last man that we have is our Battle Thrall, but we still have 5 mana, so we can summon our Jungle Princess to summon some hyenas to give us the upper hand here. Now, we are fresh out of mana again, so we'll end our turn. Now this creature, the Rolling Watcher, at the start of each turn, gains 1 attack. So as you can see, it has 4 health, so we can use our Jungle Princess to kill him in 1 hit. but our jungle princess dies as well because of the attack of their creature. So now at this point, we can just attack the god. We've opened things up. We have access. Now we have 6 mana on the side, and we can summon another creature. Now, let's summon the Traveling Bard, which gives one of our creatures +2/+2. And we will use the Battle Thrall. So +2 attack and +2 health. And we only have 2 mana left, so we can't really do anything except for use our Bag of Tricks, which for C is one of the abilities that it gives us, and it allows us to see what the next card is on the top of the deck. So we're good with this. We don't want to move it to the bottom. We'll confirm that, and we'll use our God's ability, because we have 3 mana, to give +2 health to all friendly creatures. Now you can see their health has increased, and we'll end our turn. So they've summoned 2 monsters. Whenever a friendly creature dies, gain +1 attack. And then we have frontline, so we know that we have to kill the tough townsfolk first. And the tough townsfolk has 3 health. So if we use the Battle Thrall, we should be able to finish him off 1 hit. Now, we have to finish the Enraged Ally, which has 2 HP. If we use the Traveling Bard, we should be able to kill him 1 shot as well. Now we can use our Hyenas to attack. And we have 6 mana, so we can summon 1 more creature. Now, what this card does is it allows us to move the highest mana cost Nether from your deck to your hand. And I know what card that is. There we go. We've got Mammon's Stalwart, which has a frontline ability, and it summons a 2/2 Netherling. So now we only have 2 mana, so we'll summon our Card Shark. And we'll end our turn. Alright, here we go. Huskarl and Highland Defender. So, we're going to use our Hyena to kill the Huskarl, and we know that the Highland Defender has 3 HP, so immediately we're going to use the Battle Thrall to finish the job. And now we can use the rest of our characters, again, to attack. And there we go. So we're out. Now we have 7 mana left, and we're kind of full up right now, so we'll heal all of our creatures. There we go, and we'll end our turn. As you can see, all of our creatures have a lot of HP. This god power is extremely powerful. And now we have the Crush Construct. Whenever your opponent plays a card, deal 1 damage to your god. Alright, so now let's crush this guy. We're going to do as much damage as we possibly can, and we're going to clear up our playing field so that we can summon some creatures on our side. There we go. And now we're left with our Hyena, which is going to attack the enemy. And we have 7 mana, so what do we want to summon? Let's summon the Mammon's Stalwart. Boom, summons another creature, which is a 2/2 Netherling, and we'll end our turn. Here we go. Battle Aurochs. And we know that it has 3 HP, so how do we finish it? We use Mammon's Stalwart, 1 shot, sleeping, and we can summon 1 more monster. Let's use the Defender of Asgorn, which has 6 HP, so he's pretty tanky. And we're going to do some damage to the god. And we're fresh out for our turn, but we can still heal all of our creatures. So let's use our god's ability. There we have it, and we'll end our turn. Okay, here we go. We have an Enraged Ally. Whenever a friendly creature dies, gain +1 attack. Alright, so we know that it's only going to take 2 damage. Again, we're going to finish off that enemy and attack the god. And we are going to summon 1 more creature. We have 8 mana. We're going to summon our OP card, which is called Blackguard, with 12 damage and 10 HP, and it buffs everything else. We're going to end our turn. Let's see if we can go with a bang here. Alright, so we got a Battle Thrall. Let's use Mammon's Stalwart to kill the War Maiden, and we'll use our Netherling to finish that guy off, and we're going out with Blackguard finishing off the god with an immense 12 damage. And there's victory. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just finished a full match of Gods Unchained. We versed the AI. You see how the mechanics are. It is a pretty solid game, and there is still so much more to come. So, from everything that I've seen, it is incredibly promising. I have a lot of fun playing these matches, and the beauty of all of this is that you can tweak your strategy whenever you see fit. You literally just adjust your cards here, create your own decks, and see what build works for you. I personally like builds that summon a lot of monsters to defend my god, and also have the option of lots of healing, because that ability to heal all of your creatures on the field is really, really powerful. You can change the whole tide of the game with that. So, if you guys have any questions or concerns about the content today, please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear about it. And I am also announcing that I will do some live gameplay during a live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. Alright, so I'll put that in the description of the video as well. So if you guys want to tune in and check out some serious live gameplay and pose your questions in that live stream, I would love for that to happen. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video and today's content, and I will catch you guys in the next one.